Hello everyone, my name is Kristen Cross. I am a Georgia Middle School PE virtual specialist as well as a middle school physical education and health teacher. Today I will be sharing some ideas on warm-up games and activities for muscular strength and endurance. In this part 1 presentation, I am going to cover the following warm-up games and activities: AMRAP workouts, planking hockey, Tabata cards, warrior fitness, invisible dumbbell stations, and fitness Uno. The first activity is called AMRAP, or as many reps as possible. These workouts are fantastic for incorporating muscular strength and endurance and are really easy to set up. I will usually set up stations with the different cards for students to rotate through. Cards can be laminated, or I use one of the hanging clear pockets with some tape or Velcro and attach them to the wall. So as you can see from the example, I found these on the Open Phys Ed Network. They have about 5 different challenge cards available, and you can adapt this however you wish. The instructions state that you'll have them working in partners to complete the challenge, and so one partner is doing the challenge while the other partner is jogging around the perimeter. And when you hear the sound that you might be playing on your stereo, the partners would switch places, and then they would complete the challenge card while the other one is jogging. You can have the students go through each one of those, so all 5 of the challenge cards, or you could just do one, whatever you want. So this challenge card includes squats, modified push-ups, side-to-side skier jumps, mountain climbers, and a hold high plank position. All great activities to increase muscular strength and endurance. This activity is called planking hockey. The object of the activity is to score points by rolling the ball between your opponent's hands. Students would be in partners facing each other in a full plank position with the ball in one of the partner's hands. If the point is scored, the defender must do 1 push-up and then restart play as the offense. Hands must be kept shoulder width apart. The shots on goal must roll on the floor, and if a ball bounces or comes off the floor, the shot does not count. If the ball rolls between the hands, then a point is scored. So you can have round 1 students not defending their goal, meaning keeping both of their hands on the floor. In the second round, they can use one hand to defend their goal. Again, you can allow students to choose either full plank or modified plank position, but because of the flooring, it's probably going to be a little bit easier for them to be in a full plank position. Sometimes I have done this with bean bags. It just depends on what your equipment, what type of equipment that you have that you could use. And again, this is a great muscular endurance and muscular strength activity for the students. This activity is called Tabata. It is for muscular strength and endurance. I have set up stations with different cards before for students to rotate through. You can do them in groups, large groups, or you can do them in partners, whatever you want. The cards can be laminated, or I will typically use one of the hanging clear pockets with tape or Velcro on them, so that they can be put on the wall, and it just keeps them from being wrinkled and destroyed. So you can see from the example that this is found again on the Open Network. This particular card is for muscular strength. You can certainly make your own cards based on whatever activities that you would like to do for muscular strength and endurance. First exercise on this one is side-to-side lunges. Second one is walking push-ups. So just doing a push-up and then taking their hands over and then moving, one step away and then doing another push-up. Air squats, crunches, again, just going ahead and repeating those 4 exercises again to have a total of 8 sets. Typically, I have found some playlists on Spotify. I'm sure that you could find other ones on other websites, or you could, again, make your own. But I found that these are great because they play the music and they do the timing for me. So I use them quite often. So again, great activity, really easy setup. It's great for warm-up games or warm-up times, or just as a fitness day activity. This activity is called Warrior Fitness. This adds a fitness twist to the classic card game of war. Each team will be given 13 cards to start the game. A team representative will draw the first card from the top of their card pile. Teams will then compare cards. The highest card value wins, and the winner keeps both of the cards. Face cards rank in order from Jack to King, with aces acting as the highest value cards in the deck. If teams draw matching cards, for example, the Queen of Hearts and the Queen of Spades, this is considered a war. Teams will then draw and compare the next card from the pile. The winning card then gets to keep all of the cards in play. After each draw, the sum of both or all cards is determined, and both teams will perform that number of repetitions for a designated exercise. For example, if a 3 and a 5 were drawn, all players will perform 8 jumping jacks or other designated activity. You can play this for a set amount of time. If a team gains possession of all 26 cards, you could have them shuffle, deal, and restart the game. So for your exercises, and to make this specific to muscular strength and endurance, then you would just change those activities or the exercises every round. The next activity is called Invisible Dumbbell Fitness Stations. These cards are designed to be set up in a station format with small groups of students working at each station. You would time each station interval for 30 seconds to 2 minutes. You'll have students perform the exercise on the card and then rotate to the next station. So as you can see from the examples, again, I have found those on the Open Network. We have bicep curls, and it shows the students exactly what they are supposed to be doing. Then we have the dumbbell lunges, and then the dumbbell squats. These 3 activities focusing on muscular strength and endurance. This activity is called Fitness Uno. During phase 1, teams will run in a relay race format, one player at a time, to a hoop to grab one Uno card. Instruct the students to not look at the card when they pick it up. When they return to the group, they give a teammate a high five, and that person will run to the hoop for a card. All cards must be placed face down in a pile. When a team has 10 cards, they move into phase 2. During this phase, the team will work together to return their pile of cards to the hoop. To do that, a student will flip over one Uno card at a time and use the Uno fitness chart to determine which exercise to perform. The number on the card determines the number of exercise repetitions they will complete. Everyone on the team must complete the exercises together. Once they have finished the exercise set, one player will return the card to the hoop. This will be repeated until all the cards are back in the hoop. So from the example, you can see each color represents a different exercise. Red is an invisible speed rope. Blue is jumping jacks. Green is mummy jacks. Yellow is stationary sprints. A wild card is a free, which means no repetitions. A draw 2 card, they have to draw 2 new cards. If they pull a reverse, they count 10 reps backwards. A skip equals a free, no repetitions. A wild draw 4, they can give to another team who must then draw 4 cards. For muscular strength and endurance, you would want to change the exercises on the chart. Thank you so much for watching this video. I do appreciate it. I hope you found this information helpful and applicable to your classroom. I have provided my contact information if you have any questions.